Hey guys, I'm here with Mike Hottinger today. He's with the Peanut Butter Jelly Deli. Mike, thanks for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
Pretty excited. Fun topic. I think everybody loves peanut butter and jelly, right?
I think so.
So what exactly is, let's get right into the thick of it. Tell us, what is the Peanut Butter Jelly Deli?
Well, the Peanut Butter and Jelly Deli, it's a restaurant over in the 6 Points area of West Allis, and we are the world's largest peanut butter and jelly shop. We have, what's unique about us is we grind all of our nut butters in-house every day. We have about 100 different jams and jellies to choose from. We have a variety of fresh baked breads every day, and our specialty is we grill them. Have you ever had a grilled PBJ?
Little spoiler alert, guys. I actually did the other day when I came out to your place to try it out.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, it was my first. I thought that was kind of a unique twist. I definitely have not thought, and I've done food a lot myself. I've never thought about grilling a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, most of the sandwiches that we do, our customers now want them grilled.
Oh, really?
That's the way we make them, yeah.
Now, do you think that'll change? Because right now we're kind of Wisconsin, so we're just getting over winter a little bit in this area. Do you feel like maybe that might change as we go into the spring and summer more?
No, I think people are really liking our grilled sandwiches.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're going to stick with that.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
With food, you don't not only do you want a certain flavor, but you want different textures as well. You want a little crunch with a little bit of soft. You don't want it all soft or all hard. That just...
Right, and I think what a lot of people like is, some people say they've toasted it before, but when you grill it, you're kind of grilling the whole sandwich, and it kind of turns into this ooey, gooey, crunchy, sandwich of goodness.
No, a sandwich of goodness. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I think the one that I had actually was peanut butter and marshmallow. Oh, marshmallow fluff.
We'll put mallow cream on it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
And we do a lot. We do a lot with toppings. We do a lot with fresh fruit.
Okay.
For instance, our strawberry lover sandwich. That's probably one of my favorites. We take our honey roasted peanut butter and we put a layer on one side of the bread, and then we sprinkle crunch on it.
Okay.
Then on the other side, we put our strawberry jam.
Okay.
And our jam it's a good jam. It's packed with fruit. It doesn't have high fructose corn syrup or any additives or preservatives. And then on top of that, we layer fresh strawberries, put it together, and we put it on the grill. It's really good.
That sounds cherry. That sounds really strawberry, not cherry, but strawberry. Yeah. No, nice, very cool.
Yeah.
Have you always been in the food industry?
No, this is my first time ever in the business.
Okay, let's back up just a little bit then. So you're just cruising along, you're living life, you're doing your adventures, you got going on. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna open a restaurant.
Yeah, it's I own a building that I was thinking about putting this into several years ago, and I told my wife about it, and she said, nah. She said, that's not the right spot. And then when I thought about buying this building, I took her to go see it, and she said, that's where the peanut butter shop should go. So I knew I had her buy-in, and I'd just been thinking about it for a long time. I've always wanted to own my own joint.
Okay.
But I didn't want a bar, and I wanted something really, really unique. And then kind of that evolved into the peanut butter and jelly idea. And then there were some people doing it, and I traveled around the country to see what a few other people were doing. I saw some things I liked and several things I didn't think would work. And I kind of made the concept my own, which is what you see today over in the 6 Points.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So it didn't even occur to me to think that there's probably other peanut butter and jelly stores or restaurants, if you will.
Yeah, there's a few around.
What's the closest one that you know of?
There was one, we had to go to Ohio for that one.
Oh, Ohio was the closest
and
one?
And then there was another one in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
There was a famous one in New York called Peanut Butter and Company.
Okay.
It was in I think the Village for, I don't know, close to 20 years.
Oh, wow.
And that recently closed down, but the gentleman that owned that kind of turned it into a big wholesale business. That brand of peanut butter is sold throughout the country.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So,
what has been your experience so far when people first, because we talk about, there's not obviously very many of these delis.
Right.
So what's your experience with the way people react the first time they come into your shop?
Oh, I think our reviews and ratings are great. I think on Facebook we're at a 5.0.
Wow,
We
that's
kind
hard
of
to do.
fluctuate in between a 4.9. Right now we're at a 5.0. It is hard to do.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of really great restaurants out there that don't have that, frankly. And we're serving peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Right.
And I think that comes down to expectation. For those very fine restaurants, people expect that to be, and I think they may walk into the Peanut Butter and Jelly Deli with lowered expectations, yet we surpass them.
Sure. No.
So that's been a real positive for us. But I think people come in and they really enjoy it. I think the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it harkens a lot of people back to their youth and their childhood and their moms making them a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a happy place. We see a lot of people coming in there with their moms and dads, a lot of grandparents coming in with their grandkids.
Oh, sure.
So yeah, it's a good place, and people like it, and they love the selection, and they can buy our peanut butters to go, as well as over 100 jams and jellies.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually do a good business that way as well. And in fact, our business is growing a little bit in the wholesale side of the business.
Oh, nice.
We're now selling our peanut butters and jams to about 12 local grocery stores in the area as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Now, it sounds like there's some nice. You guys are already doing fairly well. How long has the Peanut Butter and Jelly Deli been?
We opened February 26th of 2018. So we've only been in business a little over a year.
A little over a year
Yeah.
now. Right. And was it everything that you like the opening in the process? Was it everything that you expected it to be, or?
No, it's always different, I think.
Right.
But it is what it is. It's becoming a really cool place. I think, a great place. It's I don't think many great things are just born. I think they evolve.
No, absolutely.
Over time, and we're evolving, and it's a fun place to be.
I think it's important with a lot of small businesses. The ones that don't make it, the owners are afraid to evolve. They think that it needs to be a certain way, and they're going to keep it that way no matter what, because that way is going to work.
Yeah.
And it dies off.
It's our customers are telling us what they like, and
you're listening to them.
We're listening, and we're offering. I think we're just offering a good product, and I think we're offering excellent service.
Those are the two most important things I think that you can have in any business.
Yeah.
Now, so over a little over a year, you've been open.
Yeah.
So what was Mike doing before that? There's a little bit of time there. There's a little bit of a gap of what else is going on.
I invested in some properties, but most of my career was spent in the shoe business.
Okay.
I was a national sales manager for a Chinese footwear company that was a work boot manufacturer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Interesting. When you said shoe company, I didn't know if you maybe repaired the shoes
no,
more of on a sales side of it.
Sales side, yeah.
Cool. And how'd you get into that? I mean, was that something that little Mike at 10, riding his BMX, doing jumps, you know what? I want to work for a Chinese shoe manufacturer.
No.
Or
actually, it just evolved. Another thing that evolved, I guess, my first job out of college was with the Allen Edmonds Shoe Company up in Port Washington, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And it evolved. They specialize up there. Their men's dress shoes probably the finest dress shoe made. But they use a manufacturing technique called a Goodyear welted construction. And I got to know that construction pretty well, and work boots are made that way as well.
Okay.
And I just got into that side of the business, and through connections got involved with the Chinese factories.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So between working for kind of a bigger company and then your entrepreneur spirit with the buildings that you own.
Yeah.
And then transitioning into the restaurant business, which some people will tell you have to be crazy to go into to begin with.
Yeah.
Just to work in it, let alone to own
finding
one.
that out a little bit.
Are you finding that's very true?
Yeah. Well,
kind of?
I designed it to be a little bit different, and I knew that kind of going in. So, our restaurant is open. We're closed Mondays.
Okay.
That's why I'm here.
Guaranteed day off.
Right. We got a guaranteed day off, and we're open Tuesday through Sunday, 10 to 3.
Okay.
So it's manageable. It's not like 7 a.m. to 11 at night. I didn't want this to take over my life.
Just prime lunch crowd.
Yeah.
Sure.
And will we change those hours? We've played with those hours. They used to be different. we may change them. We may have summer hours. We try to do some fun things at night as well. We've done a few comedy nights where we brought in some comedians. That's been really fun.
Yeah, like an open mic, or like known locally?
Local people, but scheduled. We
Sure.
worked with a comedian. Her name's Dana Ehrman. She's really funny, and she'd put the whole thing together and get the, source the people who are, or book the people who are going to be, going that night.
Sure.
But I know in a couple weeks we are doing our first peanut butter and jelly jam session.
I like that.
That is
Tell
an
me about
acoustic open mic night.
Oh,
And,
super cool.
Yeah. That's got two really talented musicians, local musicians, Roxy Bean and Anya Dankow. They're going to be hosting that night for us. And going forward, we'll probably have one of them, but this is our first one. They're going to both come in.
That's cool.
And hopefully we get a good selection of local people coming out to play and listen.
Sure. And of course, you'll be serving your
We're gonna
sandwiches one that's happening too, right?
Well, we're going to keep the kitchen open from 6 to 7, and the show would probably be 7 to 10.
Okay.
That kind of a thing. And we do have our liquor license, so we kind of we've developed some really cool what we call boozy milkshakes that kind of
Nice.
complement our menu.
Okay.
We've got, I told you before, that strawberry lovers sandwich. We've got a strawberry lovers, boozy milkshake, and we've
Nice.
got other things that complement those as well.
Okay. And if people want to go to these events and stuff, I'm guessing you have Facebook and website
Oh yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that.
We've got a good Facebook following, and that's kind of how we get a lot of our communications out to our community, our customers.
A lot of times when you open a restaurant too, we've talked about a little bit how they react when they walk in. Do you feel like the community, is the community been very welcoming to you? Have they
Yeah.
embraced the deli?
I think they have. It's such a different concept. It's a good family place to be. It's not
Sure.
like it's a weird business or anything like that. It's a fun business. It's a happy place. But people walk in and their first reaction is, wow, I can't believe somebody would do this kind of a peanut butter and jelly shop. And then they
Right.
look at all of the different jams and jellies and the assortments that we have, and it's overwhelming. And we've got this huge mural on the side of our building of
I'm glad
this.
you brought that up.
Yeah, this spaceman floating through space, reaching for a PBJ. So it's totally a destination point.
That mural is something else.
Oh.
There's no missing that. It is really cool.
Yeah, thank you. That was done by a local artist. His name is Fred Kames.
Oh, so it seems like you really embrace the working with local as much as you can.
Yeah. And inside our shop as well, we have a huge exposed brick wall, and it's a beautiful wall, but it looked very plain. So now we we just open up that wall to local artists to display their products up there.
Oh, cool.
And most of them are customers who come in and said, wow, can I get something up there? And we say, sure, we'll find a spot for you. And they can put their name right up on the wall. If another customer's interested in wanting to buy it or purchase it, they call them directly.
Nice.
We're not in the art business. We're in the
Right.
peanut butter and jelly business.
Sure.
But I know some things have sold. So yeah, it's kind of cool.
All right. No, that's super cool. I like the way you work with the community. Like
Yeah.
small business is a super big thing right now.
Yeah.
Working with your community. Now, my brain keeps it won't let go of the number of jams you're telling me. So like 100 different types of jams and jellies.
Yeah.
What's your craziest?
Well, we can't keep our watermelon jelly in stock. As soon as we get it in, we can't order enough of it.
I just made a mental note.
Yeah.
Is there a mailing list for the watermelon jelly one by itself?
There ought to be. When we get it back, we typically put a Facebook post saying we have watermelon jelly back in stock. But we've got some very unique flavors. Cherry amaretto does very well for us.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
We've got a cinnamon apple cider jelly. We've got not everything you can think of, but just about everything that's out there. And we can make things that we don't even have. If we have, I think we actually have a blueberry rhubarb, but let's say we don't have a blueberry peach. We've got blueberry and we've got peach. We can
Just
mix
put
it.
them together.
Yeah, we can make anything happen.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now here's the important question: with all those different flavors, and being in Wisconsin, do you have a brandy old-fashioned jelly yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But now I've given you something to think about, haven't I?
Right, right.
And then what it's not just peanut butter, right? Not you do.
No,
other
we do
types
other
of
nut
nuts
butters as well.
right?
Yeah,
What other kind of nut butters do you guys do?
Well, we've got a natural peanut butter. We've got a honey roasted peanut butter.
Okay.
We make a peanut butter and dark chocolate blend. We do an almond butter, and then we do a cashew butter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Any plans on expanding on the nut butters, like pistachio? I heard pistachio is super popular over in Europe. So
Really?
I don't know if that was something that you ever thought about doing here, or I mean,
know.
you get look at price and stuff.
Yeah, we'll have to look at those things, but we do really well with those right now,
Sure.
and we'll kind of look at things as other opportunities as they come about.
Absolutely. Let's go back with the opening for just a minute again, because
Okay.
you said some things didn't happen the way you expected them to, right? Is there something that stands out, or?
No, I think when we first opened, we weren't prepared for as many grilled sandwiches as we were making.
Oh, sure.
So we had to buy another grill just to try to keep up with the demand of that. But the first month or two was just crazy busy, and then I think that's like a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
the newness of it, and then we kind of came back down to earth. So yeah, I'm learning that this is just really an up and down business.
Yes.
It's you can have a restaurant full of people at the weirdest time, and then at 12:15, when you think you should be have a
Slammed.
full place,
Right.
there's no one in your shop until the next wave comes in. So it's a very unique business. I'm lucky to be part of it.
Awesome. Do you have any advice you'd give someone looking to get into this type of business? Besides, you have to be nuts.
Yeah, you have to be
Have to
crazy.
be. We both agree on this.
Just to be prepared for that kind of the up and down kind of nature of this business.
Did you ever get any weird sandwich request?
Man, our customers come up with the craziest stuff.
Yeah. What's the crazy?
I don't know. There was
Give me a few. Don't not maybe at the top, but give me a couple.
There was, our sandwiches are probably in the $5.25, $5.50 range, and then
Sure.
we have, toppings if they want to put on whatever.
Sure.
So with bacon, you could add $1 or $1.50 or whatever, and
Okay.
then maybe a couple. There was one woman recently. She's come in a few times now and has just ordered so many things on her sandwich. It came to like $11.
Oh
and it's
my
like,
gosh.
she's got jalapenos, sriracha sauce, ham, just everything on this sandwich. It was crazy.
Okay, first of all, that's impressive to take a sandwich that starts at about $5 and doubles that in price.
In
At least
toppings
double
that
it.
are like 50 cents a topping. There's just a
She
lot
had like
going
a
on there.
Dagwood peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I took a
going on,
picture
huh?
of it. It was so crazy.
Oh, nice. Will you
Yeah,
send
yeah.
that to me?
I will,
Oh,
probably. Yeah, I
awesome.
can
Yeah,
do
we'll
that.
figure out a way to get that on a page maybe so everyone can see it as well.
Yeah.
How can people find out more about the Peanut Butter and Jelly Deli?
The best way is to follow us on Facebook.
Okay.
We have a website as well. It's www.thepbjdeli.com.
Okay.
But Facebook is where we do a lot of interacting with our community. It's where we kind of do our updates as to what's going on. About the jam session.
Oh, sure, for
or,
the events and what
I
have
know
you.
that we're going to be doing a promotion for next weekend, I think, for Mother's Day. Just doing
yeah.
like a giveaway for a gift basket, like a raffle for a Mother's Day basket. So we're always trying to do fun things to keep our customers and the people who follow us engaged. So that's kind of how they'd reach out to us, and I think we've got a really convenient location over in the 6 Points.
No, yeah, it's super convenient. It's a nice spot.
Basically, right on the corner of Greenfield and National Avenues. We love being where we're at. We love being in West Allis.
We love having you on the show, Mike. I appreciate it.
I appreciate
Oh,
that too.
thanks so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
No, absolutely. Guys, you heard it here. Go check out the Peanut Butter and Jelly Deli in West Allis. It's absolutely fantastic. I've been there, and it's fantastic. If you guys enjoyed the show today, make sure you tell your friends. If you want to see more episodes like this, go to MKENewsmakers.com. And if you're in the Milwaukee area and want to be on the show, just shoot us a message at MKENewsmakers.com/join. We'll see you next time.